report, do you feel like this one got away from you guys defensively, especially in the first half when they scored 70 points?
Well, the first half was obviously not good enough. Really, we struggled both sides of the ball. Allen and Mitchell had enormous nights, and that was an obvious big problem. Rebounding, and while we didn't have a lot of turnovers, we had some very untimely ones at really key times that hurt us. So, disappointing. But we have one more game.
Bench wasn't as effective, especially in that first half, as they have been in recent games. Did you see some with them that wasn't clicking the same way it usually was? I felt like they got it together a little bit in the second half.
Well, I mean, 4 out of the 5 guys were a plus, and one guy was -2. And compared to our starters that were a huge minus, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You just looking at stats, scoring.
Like the late first quarters when
Those guys kept us in the game. But look, we're the kind of team we need everybody playing at a high level. Not everybody's going to play well. Not everybody's going to make every shot or anything like that. But we got to be playing at full capacity. We got to be physical, and we all got to come up with loose balls and rebounds. We got annihilated in the loose ball and rebound department, and that was a big problem.
You mentioned one more chance Sunday. What kind of message did you have for the team after this one?
Yeah, go ahead. You got anything?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, you mentioned rebounding, or just how key is that last, well, that's not the last one, the offensive rebound that turns into the Carlisle 3. Obviously, you're back with it too, but that's obviously a critical piece right there.
Yeah, it's, the rebounding is big. It's possession of the ball. It's, and look, Sunday's what you play your whole season for. It's one game at home with an opportunity, and so we'll have to flush this as soon as we can and get ready. It's a quick turnaround. Tonight's disappointing. We got some things to clean up. And Atlanta's a very good team, so we'll certainly have our hands full.
You mentioned Mitchell and Allen earlier. Obviously they're a tough couple, but it seemed like they were particularly smooth tonight. Obviously Allen goes for 29 and missed one shot. What made them is because they were in the pick and roll, and I guess you obviously moved Andrew and Aaron both on those guys. What made Donovan that tough of a cover tonight?
Look, he's a great player. I mean, he's a great player. He's an all-star. He's been all NBA. I mean, and he's healthy, so he's a tough guy to deal with. And then guys like him and Garland, set up their bigs to have success, and we obviously didn't rotate well enough. So, we're gonna need to we're gonna be dealing with a lot of these same challenges on Sunday, with Young and Murray, and they got rolling bigs that finish, above the rim too. So, look, this is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy, and it takes, we're the kind of team that it takes everybody to help us win a game, and so we're going to have to do better on Sunday.
Do you know if Obi's any long-term issue? Obviously, left ankle.
We hope not. Left ankle. Left ankle sprain. Looked like kind of a freak play. We'll know more tomorrow and Sunday.
What do you think was so challenging for you guys, especially defensively in that first half when they got up to 70?
I don't know, really. To be honest, I gotta watch the film. I couldn't really tell by being in there.
Going against Mitchell for that long, especially down in the stretch, what kind of toll does that take on you throughout the course of a whole game, especially when he's getting to spots like that?
It was tough. I think it takes more of a toll on him. I think the last couple possessions, you saw him missing shots and stuff like that. Our fast pace was putting a toll on their guards, I think. He's gonna make tough shots. Tough players make tough shots.
They had 44 in the paint in the first half. I guess going down dramatically in the second half. Did you guys see a difference in presence, I guess?
Yeah, on-ball pressure, being up at the level on screens, and just navigating our switches or coverages to a T and being a little bit tighter.
Rebounding, obviously, we got a bunch of second chance points. Obviously, that key one down the stretch. I guess how much of an issue was that? They were able to get a couple second chances the first half.
What's an issue? I mean, every time a team is getting a lot of second chance points, it puts pressure on your defense to get more stops, to get more possessions. So you got to limit those as much as you can.
What obviously you would have wanted to have this one to get the things, sewn up for Sunday. But basically, how are you looking into that last one, knowing it's a pretty big deal? You need to get one more game to clinch this.
Trying to win. We know we win, we clinch. Simple as that.
You knew that this would have a lot of energy in this building. For the most part, you guys handled it well. Getting back into it, what did it take for you guys to get back in the game and give yourself a chance to win?
Just creating more energy. I feel like it wasn't there early on, and we started getting more stops than we needed to, and the one-shot defensive possessions, getting out and running and executing on offense. I think that's we just kind of bunkered down there, and it just wasn't enough.
Is this something where you bothered to look at the standings, or did you just know you win and you're in?
I feel like we are all aware of it, but not pressing about it and making it a big deal. Obviously, the playoffs is where we want to go, and we have another opportunity to get there.
Myles, from your perspective, especially in the first half, what got away from you guys defensively in this game?
I got my face. I mean, I think that more than anything, we let their key guys get going, see a couple of shots get down early. And for anybody, a game like this, it does wonders to their confidence. So I don't think we were doubted enough on, pick and roll coverage. We got way too many offensive rebounds for them as well. And overall, just this is a maturity moment, I think, for this group. For a lot of guys who haven't been in this situation, like you can leave no doubt this time of the year. We control our own destiny, and we knew that, and we know that, going forward. But it's just a big maturity game for us tonight.
Did it feel tense or anything early, knowing that you controlled your destiny? Did it feel normal? Like what?
Bro, I've been here before. This is just another. Of course, the ramifications of games are high, but for me, I just wanted to lock in and do my assignment. It really wasn't one of those games where it's like a make or break. Just go out there and hoop.
You mentioned maturity moment. Obviously, had a couple breakdowns in the last couple minutes. Obviously, the offensive rebound that Strus gets. Is that kind of what you're talking about there? Is that there's a couple plays there that if you make, this is a different game?
Yeah, you can say that. I'm just talking about our mindset more than anything. The same mistakes you make in November, you can't really afford to make right now. And it starts with the starters. That's huge. And we're the ones that usually are out there starting the game, and usually our second unit comes in and picks up our slack. But I think a lot of that, like I said, is on us to set the tone for the game. And setting the tone this time of year is very important.
Play for that you've got it at home with still a chance to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. We've worked really hard this year to be in this position, and you could say, well, you should be in a better position, you should be in a worse position. It really doesn't matter. It's all up to this one game and being ready to go.
What stood out about the defense, especially early? You guys gave up 70 in the first half. That got this one away from you.
Yeah, we just did a poor job of rotating. Donovan and Darius are really good, and Jared played really good tonight. I think they just made more plays than us early in the game, but we dug in, started to get some stops so we could run and play in transition. Got it close, we just didn't make enough plays in the end.
You talked about the value of the light locker room at times this season, but ahead of Sunday, how do you have focus and make sure the team has the right mentality heading into a game like that?
Yeah, you just got to be ready to go. I think top to bottom, this is what we play for. We've worked all year to get into this position, so everybody just got to be ready to go. Just got to be ready to go from the jump.
You just talked about digging. What got better defensively when it was better? I think you guys got a lot better points in the paint. Basically every statistical category until the last couple of minutes. You guys made big strides defensively.
Yeah, I think we just dug in, got. I thought we did a good job of staying in front, mixing up coverages. They shot a lot of tough twos. They made a lot of tough twos. They shot the ball well from three. And then I think early the rebounding was a problem. The first half they just got more loose balls than us. I would say third and most of the fourth quarter we did a good job of boxing out, and just kind of late there just didn't make enough plays when we needed to.
Do you feel like you played 4 different versions of this team this year just because of all the injuries they had and all the switch-ups and everything?
They are who they are at the end of the day. I think that they're an interesting group that, has not been healthy at all times, but, I mean, they were like 18-1 during that run, and they weren't healthy, So I think that's helped them kind of be ready to, play through whatever and play with all these different lineups. Like there's probably no lineup that they put out there that's never played together, So I think that's helped them. But the two big causes, obviously you need to box out when you're playing against two bigs like that. We just didn't make enough plays.